Well, I thought I was going to bed after I wrapped up the Wasteland stream, but I didn't realize it was only like 10:30, and I still gotta wait another hour and a half. I gotta wait at least an hour before the cats can go out. So, I was like, screw it, I'll go do a little bit of Warcraft and stream it. So, what's up, Babylonia? I think we're live everywhere. Twitch, YouTube. Alright. We'll play for an hour, hour and a half, till I gotta let the cats out, and then I'll get some sleep. But in the meantime, I hit level 20 earlier today. Did a little bit of offline leveling. So I had to get to 20 to be able to start this next section called Drustvar. It says, Lord and Lady Waycrest are strong allies of the Proudmoors. Investigate their sudden absence and the troubling rumors from Drustvar. The stalwart protectors of House Waycrest hold fast along the western border, but recently all contact with them has been lost. We must secure their aid in order to bring Kul Tiras together under the Proudmoor banner. Dun, 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 dun. You're loading up your car? Man, you got a road trip kicking off tomorrow morning. It's gonna be fun. What's up, Duck Lord?
I've always dreamed of adventure.
Alright.
We can do this.
I've only been to Drustvar once on a hunting trip. It's a rugged land with a dark history and a superstitious people. Steel yourself for this one.
Stay on course.
Alright.
For Kul Tiras.
Fortunately, we don't have any contacts within House Waycrest, so our efforts in Drustvar will have to start from the ground up. We've arranged for a ferry to take you to Fallhaven, a farming village in eastern Drustvar. The mayor there, Cyril White, is a longtime friend of the Proudmoors, and I think he can help us get in touch with someone from the house. I hope you can get to the bottom of their absence, Renfail. Their martial might is invaluable to the Coturn fleet.
Duty calls.
Alright. Gonna go take a ferry. Oop, oop, back out. Come on. It's not gonna let me, is it? You know you have to be up top. There we go.
Fancy a cuppa?
Need a ferry to Drustvar,
Safe
please.
passage deal.
Heading to Drustvar, eh? You're lucky you got me, skipper, in this boat.
Oh, my
Most
lucky
of the ferrymen won't dock there anymore. What with all the dark rumors about.
dark rumors.
Wasn't long ago that traders would frequent this ferry, looking to secure goods from the farmers and the miners there. Lately, though, these mines seem to have dried up, and the butchers are nowhere to be found.
Man, I love these ships. I want one. I want my own ship.
I'm not superstitious like most Kul Tirans, but even I have to admit, there's something about Drustvar lately that gives me the willies.
The willies.
Whatever your business is there, I recommend you get it done.
Oh, you're
Quick.
leaving tonight. 15 hours to Vegas. All right. Nighttime road trip. I haven't done a nighttime road trip in a long time. For those of you watching tonight, don't forget to check out the World of Warcraft channel that we just opened up in our Discord.
We'll be putting down a little further. Carver's Arbor isn't a friendly port these days.
If you're going to be joining us...
Last time we tried to drop anchor there, a wolf nearly took my leg.
Oh, wolves, eh? If you're going to be joining us, we are on the Moonguard server. The guild announcement video went out this morning, for those of you who want to take a peek.
There we go. This is the furthest I'll take you. Best of luck, mainlander.
Thank you very much,
you
sir.
have gods. You better out there with you here.
The music is pretty awesome here. Are we going up in here? I'm assuming we are. Fallhaven. Is that a pig? It is. Why are all the pigs like red and nasty looking? Ugh. They're all like frozen in place with like terrified looks on their face. Their eyes are glowing blue. Oh, this can't be good. There's a dream catcher right there. Something sinister's going down. The whole village is like that. Here's the mayor that I was supposed to meet with. He's frozen in the act of like nailing something up to the wall. The mayor is unresponsive. Look for the source of the spell. The effigy looming in the town's center pulses with dark energy similar to that which has entrapped the villagers. It may be acting as a focus to hold the spell in place. If it could be destroyed, the spell might be broken. That didn't work like I thought it would. The effigy is protected by powerful magic. It seems like it will take more than brute force to break this curse. The bulletin that Mayor White was posting at the time he was struck by the spell indicates that there may have been some strange happenings in the town lately. It is likely that these events are connected to whatever cast the spell on the village. Perhaps there might be some records from other villages that could shed some light on the source of this magic. Need to investigate the villagers' writings.
Due to several recent disappearances, a new curfew will be strictly enforced in Fallhaven. For your protection, all villagers are expected to retire to their homes no later than sundown. In addition, we have received reports of dangerous creatures in the foothills. Anyone with business outside the town limits is urged to use caution. Please report any suspicious persons or activity to Mayor White at once.
All right. Okay, well, there's definitely some things I need to click. The dream catchers. The town's ledger lists a record of the comings and goings of people and goods through the city of Fallhaven. Okay.
Dearest husband, I don't know who you think you're fooling, but I've seen you sneaking out into the foothills while you think I'm asleep.
Sneaking?
Whatever it is you're up to, it better not involve that crazy woman in the woods. She's a dangerous one. But not half as dangerous as I'll be if I find out you're up to no good.
That's like a very Disney style, like, threat, you know?
target.
What are these? Like fireflies? I forgot to make my macro for the hunting today. I'll do that tomorrow. I need to, I'll check my schedule tomorrow morning. I'm either going to play Cyberpunk again tomorrow morning, but I'm getting really close to the end. Like, so I'm not in a rush to finish that by the end of the month, because I definitely have plenty of time.
But they've returned each morning for
I might play Warcraft tomorrow morning.
At this rate, we'll run out of feed for the pigs in a month's time. What curse has befallen this place?
Doing our coffee streams at 5:30, 6 in the morning. So if you're up around that time, everybody, Central Time. Alright, so learning more about the curse that's going on here. This village is very well done. I feel this is very like, what's that movie with Johnny Depp? Sleepy Hollow, I think is what it's called. Feels very cursed. Is a good word. That's the bonus quest completed. Don't forget we are multi-streaming on YouTube and Twitch, so you can pick your poison, everybody. There's links to Discord in both places if you want to come and join the World of Warcraft channel over in our server.
I apologize for the delay in the latest butchery shipment. I was given some plant scraps by a kindly old woman down the way from my pig feed.
Are you sure she was a kindly old woman, Griffith?
May have been tainted. My swine have become afflicted with a malady that makes them unusually aggressive. It has been difficult to corral them for transport. I will attempt another shipment by week's end.
Okay. The writings you were able to find all have one common thread: an old woman who recently arrived in town. This ledger may contain some information to her whereabouts. And also a ding. The ledger indicates that an old woman named Helena Gentle recently took up residence in a house down the road from the town. The village's writings point to her being involved somehow with a variety of maladies that struck the village recently. It's possible that she may know what's behind this spell if it hasn't afflicted her as well, or if she's the person casting it. I want to take Barb Shot, please. Alright, so bleed. That's gonna be the first thing we want to cast. Let's go talk to the old witch lady, because you know it's a witch. She's got to be up to no good. living in a creepy cabin in the woods all by herself. Uh-huh.
Fancy a cuppa?
Why, hello there, young man. We don't get many visitors to Forehaven. What brings you to my home?
Safe passage to you.
A curse on the villagers! Oh my, how dreadful! Although, to be honest, there have been some strange happenings around Forehaven of late. I wonder if these could be culprit. Take a seat and have a spot of tea. I'll tell you everything I know.
Smooth sailing.
Insipid outsider! This village is mine!
I've played too much Baldur's Gate 3 recently to trust creepy old ladies
Turn
who live in the
away
woods.
now, lest you share their fate.
Never trust ladies who live in the woods, man. They're always witches or hags. In her haste, it looks like Helena left her spellbook behind. The pages of this book detail the ritual that she used to entrap the villagers of Fallhaven. It seems the effigy holding the spell in the village is protected by smaller ones surrounding the town. If these are destroyed, you may be able to affect the one holding the spell on the townsfolk. So I need to destroy some lesser effigies. Ooh, and I've got a side quest. The wildlife of the foothills appear to be under Helena's spell, and this villager appears to be one of the victims. They must be the cause of the recent disappearances from Fallhaven. Perhaps if their numbers were cut down, they would pose less of a threat to the townspeople. Oh, I'm liking that new ability. What's up, Kel? I got you added tonight, man.
Out of range.
Let's see here.
Foolish outside!
Oh, she showed up again.
Our power is ancient! You cannot stop!
The crone is defeated will no longer pose a threat. However, the curse on the village still lingers. Oh, there's multiple things to click on here. What's this? Heartsbane scroll. Cast a random witchcraft spell. Oh! Disappeared.
I need a target.
Oh.
Get closer.
Alright, that quest is done. I can't believe I'm using a gun. But the gun I got from the end of that quest the other day was better than my bow, so I shall be pew-pewing like I'm a dwarf for the foreseeable future. Ooh, Balethorn, what are you? An aberration.
I need a target.
Cal says, happy to hear about the WoW Guild. Ended up being right around when I planned to stop EQ. Yeah, you mentioned you've been playing the whole time. You, sir, have the stamina of a legendary hero, because I don't have the stomach for EverQuest anymore. But I think were you still playing on the progression servers and going through like I think the last time you and I talked, you guys were doing, was it Velius? You had a baby too last year, man. How's that going?
You will die screaming! All of Kul Tiras
Gorak Tool comes. Who's that? You were still on Yellonak, just turned over to Depths of Dark Hollow, starting to feel the burn. Baby's great, much easier the second time. Yeah. Well, at least you got to go through all of those expansions. That's a pretty fun run. I think I only ended up getting up through God of War. Not God of War.
What is
Gates of
going
Discord.
on?
God of War. Gates of Discord was where I left off. I don't think I ever did anything beyond that.
Grim tidings, I fear.
How long have I been standing here? A curse? You're saying the whole village was just stuck? I knew there was something terribly wrong with that old crone. It seems that Fallhaven owes you a great debt, stranger.
I must have you to thank. I never thought I would awake from that accursed state. Fallhaven is in your debt, stranger. Please, tell us how we can repay you.
That cloak is pretty cool looking. I'm starting to finally get some decent looking cosmetic gear. New Seek House Waycrest. Well, your timing couldn't be worse. I just received a raven regarding Lord Waycrest's daughter, Lucille, shortly before this curse came upon us. They apprehended her in Fletcher's Hollow and are taking her to trial. They say she's a witch herself. If she's found guilty, she'll surely hang. You must make haste at Wangman's Point. She's seen here, maybe you can convince him of her innocence.
These are dark times. Tread carefully.
Your goal was DON, it was meh, and now you're satisfied. As long as you got satisfaction out of it, that's the most important thing. Trek says, Gorak is the leader of an old evil death magic using civilization that lived in the Dustfire region before the Kul Tiras showed up. Ooh. Lore drop! I am not going to pick up any of these side quests at the moment. I'm only going to do side quests if I'm required to keep my level up with campaign. Otherwise, we're just going to forge ahead. He led the Drust people, says Trek. Thus, the place is called Drustvar. We are heading down the path this way. Discovered the Glenbrook homestead.
Our poor little village
Uh-oh.
is dead. All the people have gone stiff or fled. There is no more noise, except me and my toys, just like all the dark birdies said.
Don't think I want to go through this town. Like, yep, we're leaving. Creepy little kid singing a creepy little song. Let's run away. Run away. And there's wolves howling. Oh my god. Don't stop. Don't look back. God, the music here is amazing. Yeah, no thanks, Dragoth. Exactly. Go! Go fast! Go now! Don't stop! They've almost got the Phantom of the Opera theme. Sort of. It's like the bridge section.
Lucille Waycrest, you stand accused of practicing witchcraft and of inflicting a curse upon the village of Fletcher's Hollow. You will be hereby tried for...
Constable! A stranger approaches!
Oh, how I loathe interruptions. What is your business here, Mainlander? What now? Move along. These witches aren't gonna burn themselves.
So you wish to speak with the accused? I see no reason why not, but be quick about it though. I'll not have our trial delayed. This woman will answer for the fate of our village.
Look! Riders approaching from the woods!
What? Riders approaching
More
from
interruptions.
the woods? Oh,
What is
who
it
are these
this
guys? Marshal.
Constable Framer, I order you to release the Lady Waycrest into my custody.
Miss Waycrest stands accused of witchcraft. We will not turn her over unless she is absolved of this crime.
Banner!
There's no time to argue. If you refuse to stand aside, we'll take her by force.
You will do no such thing, Marshal. I order you to stand down. Drustvar stands firm.
You've arrived at a strange time, Mainlander. What's your business here? I'm actually here to rescue you. Rescue? And do you plan on cutting down these villages to free me as well? No. If you wish to help, you'll need to help me with the Marshal. While their accusations are misplaced, these are still my people, and I will not have them harmed to save me some discomfort. I will let them have their trial and prove to them my innocence. However, I fear that the Marshal may take matters into his own hands, and I'm a bit tied up here. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. That was a good pun. See if you can convince him to let this trial run its course.
Fair winds and following seas.
We must act with haste.
I like his armor. So Lady Waycrest has asked that you convince me to let her stand trial. I think she underestimates the danger of the situation.
Glory to House Waycrest.
Alright, so he's got a couple of quests. Trek says I see much more of that theme in the Dungeon Waycrest manner. Very witchy, very spooky.
We must remain vigilant.
The sooner I can return the Lady Waycrest to High Road Gate, the better, but I will honor her wishes if we can assure her safety. There are dark things happening in these lands that you don't fully understand. If we must dally, then there are measures that need to be taken. First, the wildlife here can serve as eyes to the dark powers. Kill them.
The coven will fall beneath my blade.
But there's more to worry about in these woods than simple beasts. Our enemy employs constructs of wicker and bone. Constructs, they can rip a man apart. Fortunately for us, they're not very perceptive. Take these traps and set them throughout the woods behind us. If our enemies do not seek to ambush us here, at least these will slow the minions down.
I am sworn to protect.
The Phantom of the Opera is here.
It's too far away.
And we need prowlers too, it says. What do the prowlers look like? Aha! Oh, am I gonna need to trade my pet out? I am trading my pet out, I think. Shadow. Love you, buddy. I just grabbed you this morning. However, I want a dark prowler, bro. Let's see here. How do I probably need to... Let's try this. Okay, that's going to move Talon over. Now I'm going to... Okay, there we go. Now, let's go ahead
I'm
and
out of range.
tame one of these bad boys. Oh yes, you look much cooler. Rename. Now you are my new shadow. Oh yes, you look way cooler than the other pet. That's fucking awesome. Oh, I love it, man. They've made this is so much easier than Lich King Classic. Shadow 2 Electric Boogaloo. Alright, we need 2 more. I wonder if I should... I'm trying to avoid... I probably should take leatherworking though and start working on harvesting. Probably.
It's too far away. I don't have a target.
That's a tomorrow thing. Alright, it's both of those quests done. For those of you who might be new here tonight, don't forget to check out the multi-stream happening on both Twitch and YouTube. And don't forget, the guild announcement went out this morning. We will be forming up in the new year. We are on the Moonguard server. We just spun up the Warcraft channel today in the Discord, so you can find the Discord links on both Twitch and YouTube. Head on over there.
We must drive out the darkness.
The foes of this land must not find us here in the open.
Glory to House Waycrest.
Those traps should alert us in case anything tries to sneak up on us through the woods. You've caught us in a modicum of... You have bought us a modicum of safety, Hunter.
The Coven have bought us some time, Mainlander. Let's just hope that these villagers truly mean no harm to the Lady Waycrest. Constable, you may continue this trial.
At last, let's get on with it. Has Miss Waycrest determined how she wishes to be tested?
Trek says, with how they change professions, it generally doesn't matter until you're in current content. If you pick it up now, you can only level Kul Tiras and leatherwork into 100. Then when you go to Dragonflight, you need to pick it up again. So it's different for each expansion? I did not know that, but that's a great tip. So it's probably not even worth my time then until I get to Dragonflight. That is really good to know, thank you.
Greetings, Outlander.
Witchcraft has long lived in the superstitions of the people here. It's only recently that some of these superstitions have become reality. According to tradition, one who has tried for witchcraft is allowed to choose the means by which they are tested from among the requests of her peers. Does she float? The villagers here have no doubt that some strange beliefs of what witches can and cannot do. Speak with them and see what we can do to prove my innocence.
Glory to House Waycrest.
Bernard!
You mind your business, and
I've never seen her be a witch before. Isn't this exciting? So how can you prove someone's not a witch? I was gonna say please have Monty Python references here, but they don't. I heard a story a while back that there was a witch who lived in the swamp, and the way the villagers found her out was because the blood flies there wouldn't go near her. They bit everyone else, but they wouldn't bite her. They say it was because a witch's blood is so foul that not even a blood fly will touch it.
May blight fall upon the Coven. Don't get many travellers here.
Back in the old days, it is a Python reference! Okay. Back in the old days, we would weigh them down and throw them into the river, and if they resurfaced, we know that they'd made an unholy pact and they'd get the noose. That's the only way to absolve a witch in my eyes.
This land is cursed.
Don't get many travelers here.
There's a rumor that a witch could never sick up since her belly's constantly emptied by the dark spirits living within her. I'm not sure how to prove that, though.
May blight fall upon the coven.
Trek says each X-Pack is separate for each profession now. It's only useful to get past X-Pack ones when you've got max gold and want to learn old transmog recipes. Okay.
Mainlander, eh?
So that's a long-term thing if I want to get into the transmog then. Okay.
I've heard that a witch's flesh is impervious to flame. That's why we hang him when we found guilty. If you want to convince me, you gotta put a torch to her.
Even rotten crops regrow.
You mind your business, and I'll mind mine.
My ma always told me that a witch could never cry, no matter how hurt or sad they got. Miss Waycrest didn't cry even one bit after being told she'd put on trial. She must be a witch.
Even rotten crops regrow.
How can I help?
Well, those are certainly some interesting beliefs. I think it's safe to rule out fire and drowning, don't you think? Looks like that just leaves us with 3 tests.
Keep your sails true.
Okay. What time is it? Alright, we're 11:10. We can go a little bit longer. I'm just waiting until I gotta let the cats out, and then I gotta go to bed.
A steady tiller
The
prevails.
first test will be simple enough. While I may not be do so often, I'm certainly capable of crying. Now, to be honest, I've never had to cry on cue. You could help me with that, though. There's an onion field nearby that belonged to one of the local farmers.
The coven will pay for their atrocities.
Alright, they say a witch can't get sick. I'll prove to them that I can. You need to find some venom from the nearby sodolisks. Okay.
Keep your sails true.
I'm loath to subject myself to blood flies on purpose, but if it'll help these people, I will willing to deal with that nuisance. Alright.
Glory to House Waycrest.
That's funny. Ooh, there's a flight path over there. That's right. Oh my god. Frodo is sitting outside of my door, scratching the door, and just howling at me. Well, hang on, I'm gonna grab him real quick. Actually, that was not Frodo. That's Smeagol. So, their routine is, every night... What's up, buddy? Every night around 11:30 or midnight is when they go out, and it's 11:10 right now, and you're very upset because you're ready to go out, aren't you? You're scratching at my door and crying. Yes, Smeagol? Yeah, you ready to go? I'll be right back, everybody. Cranky. Okay, we grabbed that one. Where did I see that flight path? I thought it was over here or something, right? Oh, what's this? I got a new ability. Command pet to perform its special ability. This ability will transform based on the specialization of your... Oh. That's interesting. Alright, counter shot. Yes, please. Very nice. Interrupt. What's an inky black potion, Telrenar? By the way, what's up, Telrenar? How you doing? I know you. You were also around for Classic when we did Lich King a couple years back. We still see venom glands. How does this thing work? I guess I'll figure that one out in a minute. Instant. Can't do that yet. Okay, we need a juicy onion. Juicy. Darkmoon Ferris sells them. You can make the Sky Knight darker. Huh. Cunning removes roots. It's only used in arena. So that command pet thing is only worthwhile in PvP stuff? I need a juicy onion. There we go. Telrenar says, command pet. The pet abilities may not unlock at this low level. They are basically utility spells you get based on the type of pet. Okay. So it's probably not something that I can even use right now because of the level.
What is your business with
Alright.
Waycraft?
Any luck in the onion fields? Yes.
Fair winds and following seas. The Coven will pay for their atrocities. A steady tiller prevails.
So we're gonna give her all these things.
Keep your sails true. Glory to House Waycrest.
Dude, I'm gonna get a new cape. It looks like dog poop, so I won't be using it.
The Coven.
Are you quite finished? I'm becoming impatient.
Hang on, we gotta speak to him. I was reading
Can't you
chat.
see I'm busy?
Let's start the trial.
Finally, the trial can commence. As is customary, the Lady Waycrest has chosen the tests she will undergo to prove her innocence of the accused crime of witchcraft. She has selected this mainlander to administer the tests. An unusual choice, but as a show of good faith, I will allow it. The first test will be the shedding of tears. Let it be known that Miss Waycrest shed not one tear during this entire process. Is the accused even capable of weeping? Show us.
She's kind of
that
hot,
we
not gonna
may
lie.
pass our judgment.
She might
Go
really
ahead,
be a witch.
Mainlander. Show them.
She might actually be a witch. I don't know, man. I don't trust beautiful women in the forest. We're gonna cut the onions up.
She's crying? Witches can't do that, can they?
Calm down! Calm down! There may still be trickery afoot. We will continue with the trial.
Dude, get out of here with your
second
stupid
test will
elf
be
mouth.
the stinging of insects.
You're ruining
It is
my
well
view.
known that even the voracious bloodfly will not taste of a witch's vile blood. Release the flies, then watch as they scatter from her bewitched flesh.
Don't worry about
we
me.
go.
I can handle a few bug bites.
Better you than me. I can't stand mosquitoes.
Ow! Oh! Oh! That stings.
The bugs don't seem to be avoiding her. If anything, they're biting more than usual.
Interesting, but hardly conclusive. Let us move on to the final test. The
purging of the viscera.
the viscera. It is well known that a witch's power is fueled not by food, but by consuming the souls of her victims. Her insides are an empty husk. Are you prepared to prove otherwise, Miss Waycrest?
Indeed, I shall. The venom, Mainlander. Oh, I don't feel so.
She got sick! That's
Ah,
impossible!
that was a good
Maybe
projectile,
she's not a
man.
witch after all. But what of our village?
Quiet! I will be the one passing judgment here. I remain unconvinced. This still does not explain the happenings at Fletcher's Hollow.
Superstitious
What?
crazy man.
After all I just went through.
Tests or no, you will only be absolved once we uncover the truth of what happened to our village.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mainlander, but I may have to ask another favor. Hail, traveler.
I'll take the gloves.
A steady tiller prevails.
I can't use that.
Alright. It's obvious the constable won't be swayed until we discover what happened at Fletcher's Hollow. I know very little myself, only that the village has been overrun by monstrous creatures. I must ask that you travel there in my stead and try to uncover what befell them. I'm sure Marshal Reed will prevent the constable from harming me while you're away. Do this for me, and I will help you as I can. Alright.
Fair winds and following seas.
So now we gotta go south down here. That's the Phantom of the Opera undertones. It's very well woven in. I love the look of this place. Hang on, I'm gonna have to check my cats. Hang on. So that I get to a safe place across the river here. They're going crazy. I probably just need to let them out. It's a
Welcome
little
to Fletcher's
early, but
Hollow, Mainlander. Sorry for the mess, but we've got a bit of a witch problem on our hands.
I'll be right back.
Unless you plan on helping out, I suggest you move along.
Alright, cats are out. Which means we're going to wrap up for the night, everybody. But I'm going to be back bright and early at 5:36 a.m. We'll be streaming. I think we'll stream some more Warcraft tomorrow morning. I'll make a decision when I wake up. I'll know how I wake up. Because I'm still working on Cyberpunk, so we got to get that done. You're looking to help solve the curse? It's good to hear. Need to save some of our villagers.
The only good witch is a dead witch. All right then, back to the fight.
Head to the lumber fields, save the woodsman.
Enough. You hear that, boys? The mainlander's gonna help us take our town back.
Of the
Let's hope you brought an army in that pack of yours.
I'm gonna open this up really quick. If you're gonna be joining us on the Moonguard server, these are the folks whose names you want to add, and you can pause this at any point in time and go look through this. Make sure you get all these folks added to your friends list. We've got Wib, Itzador, Barca, Blake, Duckmaster, Oxlorn, Sylvantis, Zooks. The announcement went out this morning, so if you haven't watched that video yet on what we're doing and what the plan is for next year, the World Soul Saga, Dragonflight leading up to the World Soul Saga, it'll all make a lot more sense. The Discord channel just got spun up today in our Discord for the Weave and the Void, the Wandering Hermits Discord. We will be spinning up a completely separate Discord for the guild in January once we get everything formed up and we're ready to move. So go check all that stuff out. Learn more. Come join us on the Moonguard server if you want. We're starting to level up now. Should be getting into Dragonflight by January, and then we're going to be going through that as a guild, going through the Dragonflight expansion, the seasonal content, and everything else leading up to the Way Within, and going through the entirety of the World Soul Saga as a group. So hopefully you're along for the ride for that. If I don't stream tomorrow morning, I will probably stream tomorrow afternoon a little bit of Warcraft. So I don't know what I'm going to do in the morning. It's either going to be Cyberpunk or Warcraft. We'll see how I feel. And then we're still working on our Wasteland 3 journey at nights. I did a 3-hour stream earlier tonight. I was going to go to bed, and then I realized it was only 10:30, so I was like, oh, screw it. I'll come on and do a little bit of Warcraft tonight. But the cats are out, which means I can now go get a few hours of sleep, and I'll see y'all bright and early for those of you who want to get up and hang out with coffee. Till then, stay safe, everybody. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Don't forget we are multi-streaming on Twitch and YouTube. Pick your poison. Join where you want. Support over on Twitch with bits, cheers, and subscriptions. And over here on YouTube, you can do super chats, super thanks, and memberships. Don't forget the private member videos if you're a member on YouTube. See y'all next time.